Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today we have a late 3rd Gen Ryzen benchmark, more Navi GPUs coming, and EA said what? But first, I'm launching the 100,000 subscriber giveaway as a thank you to everyone who got the channel up to 100k. All you have to do is visit the link in the description to sign up, and you get 5 chances to win, with the grand prize being a PowerColor RX 570. And while I've worked with PowerColor in the past, I did purchase this with my own money, so I didn't get it for free or anything like that. Also, I had hoped to just make it for subscribers, but YouTube doesn't allow that integration anymore. Either way, there's other things that you can do for more entries, so make sure to check that out below. Okay, it's news time, and first up for today, we have a leaked Geekbench benchmark found by the infamous Tom Apisak for AMD's upcoming 3rd Gen Ryzen 7 3800X. And it's good to note that we'll likely get similar overclocks out of the 3700X when manually overclocking, though we'll have to wait and see to be sure. Either way, let's go over the benchmark. As you can see, it got a single core score of 5406 and a multi-core score of 34,059. Now, there's a couple odd things here. For one, the memory speed was only at 1065 MHz, and while the effective speed should be double that, we're still looking at a pretty low frequency. Other than that is a single core score that's a little odd given the multi-core score. For example, if we look at say the 9900K at a similar memory frequency, it gets a single core score of just over 5800, yet with that, a multi-core score of only 30,000. Basically, either the Ryzen 3800X is boosting more than one core or the single core test didn't properly test it. Regardless, with a score that high in multi-threaded workloads, it definitely beats out the 9900K. Honestly, the real test will be all-core overclocks between the two chips, and we know the 9900K can get some great all-core overclocks. Then again, the 3800X will potentially be capable of clocking higher than its boost given the 3900X. Of course, Geekbench isn't the best benchmark anyway, so we'll just have to wait and see overall. Next up, that wasn't all Tom Apisak shared over the past few days. The finder of all things hardware also stumbled across a slew of Navi GPUs that he found in a Linux display driver update. Unfortunately, it's since been taken down, but as always, that gives more credence to it than anything else. Either way, the code makes reference to Navi 10, 12, 14, and 21, as well as some light versions. Now, we know the 5700 and 5700 XT are based on Navi 10 and potentially Navi 10 Lite, though that could be in reference to mobile GPUs or APUs. Basically, the others remain a mystery and don't necessarily need to be desktop variants, though with something like Navi 21 we could be looking at some powerful chips. Either way, it's nice to know the company definitely plans to release more Navi-based GPUs. Lastly for today, all I can say is wow. You may have heard this story already, but I think it's something to discuss. Basically, leaders around the world are apparently getting fed up with the, in my opinion, nefarious tactics of game companies when it comes to loot boxes. With that, some are challenging the practice altogether, and while they don't really go into politics on this channel, it's more of EA's response that has me frustrated. In a hearing with UK Parliament, EA's VP of Legal and Government Affairs, Kerry Hopkins, actually had the gall to equate loot boxes to, quote,
what we look at as surprise mechanics.
Even going as far as to compare them to Kinder eggs. Of course, that's bullshit if there ever was, considering for one, there isn't an entry fee to take part in Kinder eggs like, say, EA's $60 games, and two, you know you're basically getting the same thing, some kind of small plastic toy. On the other hand, loot boxes typically give you garbage the vast majority of the time with the hopes you'll get something of actual value, and they're designed that way. Anyway, like I said, I won't go into opinions on legislation or anything of that sort, but the absurd comparison really has the internet in a buzz, so I felt it was appropriate to discuss. So while that does it for today, what did you think of the news? Excited for 3rd Gen Ryzen, or are you ready for more Navi GPUs? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you liked the video, definitely make sure to subscribe. And as always, have a great day.